everybody, it's Debbie here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to show you the reveal of my fall three-tiered tray. I haven't done anything else on my coffee bar really. I've just removed the lemon decor and put a little bit of fall decor up, and that's it. So basically all I've done is I removed all the lemon decor that was on my tray, and I popped off those nice bright yellow dishcloths and relined the tray layers with my fall color, a little more orange and harvest gold, and this really cute gray and white polka dot. So I may as well start at the bottom and work my way up. I haven't done anything really spectacular on here, but it is cute. So I have one of those little scarecrow picks from Dollar Tree, and I just broke the pick off about halfway down and put it in this little espresso cup that says, you can't even see it, but it does say cafe on the little espresso cup. And I've got that little thrifted honey pot, some Dollar Tree pumpkins. Those are the little ones that have the clips on them. I just pulled the clips off and sat them down there. And then that little Dollar Tree sign that says gather with grateful hearts. So that's what I've got on the bottom. Then on the next shelf up, I have that welcome friends sign from Dollar Tree, and I have a few pieces of my Rae Dunn, the little salt and pepper pinch bowls. I love those, but I absolutely love them, but I don't really use them, so I thought I'd put them on here. And the little Keep canister, because it's the only baby canister that I have. And then I've got this little, I think I found this in a box of stuff from a yard sale. This little pumpkin is kind of paper mache and very old and vintagey looking, very, very cute. And I just love having it just sitting there, along with those florals. Now the florals are from Dollar Tree as well, and I love them. I absolutely love that rich, let's see if I can get in here a little bit. See that nice rich color? I just love that color for fall. It's almost like a burnt orange. Very, very pretty. And I still have my watering can, my Rae Dunn watering can. I haven't found a birdhouse. I haven't found another watering can. This is my favorite piece, and I just like it up on the top shelf of here. And all I've done every season so far, from spring, summer, and fall, is just change out the florals. And this time I stuck the other little scarecrow pick in the vase with the flowers, or in the watering can with the flowers. The other little pumpkin wooden sign from Dollar Tree, pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes, and this little tiny kind of fall colored candle holder, and I threw my paper straws in there. I always like to have paper straws out. So this is the bead garland for this season. I made a bunch of them. I showed how I made my, I think I showed how I made my Valentine's Day one, maybe. I can't remember. I'll put a link in the description box maybe for that, but it's just a regular strung beads. I painted the large beads with a copper colored acrylic paint, and the little wooden natural colored kind of brown ones in between, the small ones, that's the color that they came. So on one end of the garland I put a little tassel just made out of some string, and the other end I just tied on one of these florals. And I think just hanging down like that, I just, you know, it's kind of like a spent flower. It's done, it's hanging down, but I love it for fall. So that's what I've done with my fall tiered tray. Now I haven't set my coffee bar up or anything. I've just actually made a coffee. It's probably Yeah, so this is just it. This is my little coffee area. And it's very functional. I have my creamer, my sugar, my little bowl. Now I do change this little bowl out. I try to keep a little bowl on my coffee bar, and I just use it for my spent pods because most of those pods are recyclable and I have to tear them apart. So that's just a temporary place for them. So that's it, my little fall coffee bar. And then I am going to move right on into a few DIYs that I've done for, excuse me, for fall. So I'll let you see what that is next. Quite often what happens is I'll find a piece at a thrift store, like I did this. It's a metal candlestick. Somebody has already poured some concrete in the bottom of it to make the bottom of it nice and weighty. So it was only $1. And when I saw it, I knew that it was a nice riser for something, but I wasn't sure what it was. And then when I found this bowl last week at the dollar store, and again for $1, these pieces like this, you can always do something with them. And this kind of reminded me of the top of a lamp. To me, it was almost like you could put the hole over a light bulb and then put this on the top, and you'd be able to remove it to change the light bulb. But that being said, if the hole's at the top and it lets the heat out, then a candle can be put in here. And this becomes a lamp post. At least for me, that's what it's going to become. So I want to decorate it a little tiny bit for fall. So let's see what I have to do. So I'm going to take this jute leaf from the pack of Dollar Tree leaves. These are those burlap leaves, and they just have the wire glued right straight up the back. I hauled out, I've got a whole box of these, but I hauled out just a little. So I'm going to put just a few leaves on here. I don't want too much. So is this hot enough to, yes it is. So I'm just going to start hot gluing a little bit of leaves to this leaf. I'm going to get these little bitty Crocker things here are great. So I am going to do this. And I'm just going to kind of layer some leaves on here. That's what I'm going to do. Put some in there. And a little tiny bit, the yellow one maybe? The yellow one. Another little tiny bit. And there we go. That I might take this and bend it. I might just bend it down the back like this and kind of turn this into just a little loop that I can put that string through. And so I'm just going to loop this string through here. And then I'm going to tie it up here like this. You can see. Just tie it up here like this, just so that that kind of hangs down. And I am going to I guess I could have taken that a little bit longer, eh? So I'm going to just leave that like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this jute And I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue right on the back of the lamppost there. Now I'll be able to scrape that little bit of hot glue off. If I were doing something here that was going to be permanent, I would probably not put hot glue on something metal like that. So I'm just going to have that hang down like that. To me, that's enough. It's definitely enough. And I do want, let me see. I am going to make, I'm just going to take 2 loops like this. And see, 2 loops like that. Remember when we tied our shoes in kindergarten? 2 loops like that. And I'm going to pull them together tight. And then I always make these great huge loops until I find the right end that I can pull tight. And then I can pull them back through to make the little loop that I want. So there I have just a little loop. Just a little loop there. That's where I want it. So I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm going to cut that off. Now, oh, don't run. My glue is so hot. There, that's what I want. Just let that harden. There. Now that's pretty. That's pretty. And that's fine. So this time I have another project. And I'm just starting it. So I have 3 of these splatter pants. This way you can see them the best. And I've taken 2 of them and put the handles down. And I'm going to show you in the back. I just laid them out and then ran the wires that I took off a couple of these leaves. I took them and put them in here and a little bit of a twist tie. So see how I've just twisted them? So I've twisted in the back in the 3 spots. First off where the 2 joined together, and then where the 3rd one goes over the top. So I hope there's a ton of the tutorials on how to make these splatter screen pumpkins. And that's what I'm making here. So I've made those. I want mine to stand up. It's not going to hang. It's going to stand up just like this. I want it to be a tabletop piece. So that's why I've taken the ones with the handles. A lot of people use 2 of the ones that are round with just the knob in the middle, and then 1 with a handle for the front. But I want mine to stand up, so I just bent those handles back. So you can see there what I've done. Just bent the handles back so that this will just stand up like that. So what I'm going to do first is, once again, I'm going to take this jute. And I am going to start right down at the base of this. And I'm going to put a bit of hot glue. I'm going to start here at the front. I took this handle and I took the black part out of the middle of it and just bent it to the side a little wee bit. So what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start that there. And I'm going to take this. And I'm just going to bend it around like that and hold it. Just like that. So that the beginning is at the back. Like that. There. Then I'm just going to take this. And I'm going to wrap them. Because I started at the bottom, see, I can just wrap it around the small part and then shove it down. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep doing that and tightening it. And then that way I don't have to glue it all the way up. It's just easy. I can tighten it as I go. It's so simple to do this, to wrap anything in this jute. Oh my goodness. And it makes things like, it's fall, it's farmhouse, it's a little bit of everything. Oh, there's a little bit of hot glue in there. Let's pull that off. Must have dripped. So I'm just going to keep winding this up to the top like this. And then I'm going to finish it off with hot glue when it gets to the top again. So I'm not even going to fast forward this. I just wanted to see how fast this can go. What was that, a minute? And then I've got to the top here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this hot glue and I'm going to put a little dab there, just a little dab, so that I can run this around to it and shove it down. So it's kind of stuck right there. I want to leave this not open, but I want to leave this so that it's really tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep adding a little bit of glue down the middle there so that when I wrap this around there, it's going to stick to itself really, really good. I hope you can see that. I keep looking, and every once in a while it looks to me like my camera isn't focusing right, but it could just be my glasses. Let's hope, shall we? Let's hope we're in focus. Let's hope it's in focus. This is absolutely the hardest to wrap because now it's starting to get smaller. So instead of wanting to go down the other end, because that was the smaller end, it wants to pop off the open end. So I'm going to let this harden just a touch right here so that it's not going anywhere. And add another little tiny bit through there. It's going right through the other side. And let's squeeze it down. Now I'm going to take this, it's just a little bit, and that little bit of wire that's right on the top there, I'm actually going to put some hot glue right on that, and then hold this right over the top like that. Ouch, the glue is hot. There. So that's nice and wrapped. So that is the stem of my pumpkin. Excuse me. So I am going to put this down on my tabletop. And I am going to take the Dollar Tree big, what's this? Is this the nautical rope? Is that what they call this? Nautical rope. This is the nautical rope. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to start right here at the handle, and I am going to wrap, here, I want to be able to show you. I'm going to wrap these and define these lines. So I might just speed that up because all I'm basically doing is putting hot glue on here and then holding the nautical rope over top of it. So I'm loving the way this looks. The nautical rope, it just makes it everything. So now back to the leaves and giving this just a little bit of decoration. So I have these two really nice big leaves, and I am going to put them, they're stuck together. I want the wires. So I'm just going to put a little bit on here and just press that in so that that'll stay. I just don't want these flopping all over. I want them to stay where I want them. So I'm going to do that one. And then this one down here. I just wanted to cover that a little bit right there. So yeah. So let's do it like this. Just like that. And I'm going to leave those wires for now. So I've chosen, that's good. So I've chosen a few of these leaves and just piled them here. I don't know what I'm going to use. I think, though, that I'm going to start by doing this. I just want these wires at the back. Just like that. I don't want to see them right now. And I may not even need the wires, but this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to start in the center, and I am going to put just little dots of glue on the back of this. And I'm going to start my layering. I like this better. I think I'm going to like this better than there, just like that. And then I'm going to take these orange ones, or maybe these orange ones. Do I want these gold ones in here? I'm not even sure. I don't even know if I want those gold ones in there. I may want to go a little more rustic and just do this type of a thing. So maybe yellow, these yellow ones. Just a tad. Maybe it's easier to put it on here. I think it is easier to put it on there. So I think I'm just going to try to layer 3 of each color in, and they kind of size down a little bit. Each one gets a little bit smaller than the other color. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to blend my colors up. So I'm going to go with some yellow. And I have glue strings everywhere. Yeah. Next thing you know, I'll be glued right to this. Just like that. And I need orange again. But I don't think I need a ton of it. I have orange in the back, so I think I just need a little pop of orange. Maybe right here. Just like that. And I'm just going to push that down. So I've layered all those leaves like that. Then I need another bow, and I'm going to do the same as I did for the other one. I am just going to do my kindergarten bow. So a loop and a loop and tie a knot. And then pull it tight. So the key to this just is to grab the 2 signs that you can pull and pull them really tight. Then you can pull your strings in depending on how big you want your loops. Just like that. This one might come in a little wee bit. Just like that. And then cut this off. These scissors are bad. These are my old kitchen scissors. I just use them for everything, my poor scissors. Just like that. Just like that. There. And then push that in. Just like that. So that's what I want. And then the only other thing that I want on here is my metal piece from the Dollar Tree. So I took from these, remember these galvanized, yeah, I'm still working on last year's packages and I bought more for this year. But what I'm going to do is I took, it scratches off pretty easy. I took a regular old black Sharpie and I've done one layer on here and it scratches off. You have to be careful because I did lay it down on its front and it did scratch off a bit. But I just want to change the color of this, and it still kind of looks metallic when you use a Sharpie. And I may glue this down and then go back and cover up any scratches. But when you use a Sharpie, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the right color. Can you see that? It doesn't look black. When you put the black permanent marker onto the galvanized metal, it kind of comes out looking a metallic brown. And I love that, especially for Thanksgiving. So let's see what I can do here. I have to put the H this way a little bit. The A. I'm trying to center this, but still get enough of this so that it's on the, let's get that on there and hold it. And a little bit there and hold it there. That's just a tiny little wee bit. But what I might do, and I probably will, is take a little piece of wire and go through here and shove it through the back and give it a twist, and then go through here and shove it in the back and give it a twist so that this doesn't fall off. But that's it. That's my splatter screen pumpkin stand. It's not a wreath. This would look wonderful hanging on your front door, though. Can you imagine that? Like, this would look really pretty hanging on your front door. So I'm loving it. I'm glad I did it. It's almost worth thinking about making another one for my front door. And I like this. I like how it's more subtle and fall looking. To me, a ribbon's, I don't know, I'm not a ribbon person. I do love it when other people use them, but then I tend not to use them myself. So that's my little thankful sign and my little lamp post, which will go on my sideboard. And I haven't got it ready yet. I'm not decorating yet for that. But what I would like to show you is what I'm going to put with this. And this is my little blue truck. And it is a Scentsy warmer. So the pumpkins come off. My wax melt goes in here. I have my wonderful fall ones. It has the little holes in the top. Sits on there, and when it's plugged in, the little taillights and parking lights come on at the front. Not the whole headlights. They don't shine like headlights. They look more like parking lights. So I have my little lights at the front and the back, and I have my, so this will be my fall display on my sideboard when I get it ready for Thanksgiving. So anyway, if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and bye-bye for now.